If you've been scrolling through endless rows of outdoor speaker options, staring at glossy photos and trying to imagine which one will actually survive a summer barbecue, a backyard movie night, or just a quiet evening on the patio, you're not alone. I've been there, comparing price tags, reading specs that sound the same, and still feeling that uneasy "what if I pick the wrong thing" moment. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What makes that hesitation real is that outdoor audio isn't just about loud enough. It's about weatherproofing, connectivity that doesn't hiccup when the Wi-Fi signal is fighting through a fence, and a sound signature that fills an open space without turning your neighbors into complainants. That's why I decided to dig into the Bose SoundTouch 251 SE outdoor speaker system the way a cautious buyer would. I read the official Bose documentation, scrolled through the limited user reviews that exist, and even checked a handful of tech forums where people talk about real-world mounting challenges. The result is a practical look at who actually benefits from this system, and who might be better off looking elsewhere. Let's start with the basic premise. The SoundTouch 251 SE is marketed as the best wall-mount outdoor speaker from Bose, and that's not just a tagline. Bose has a long history of engineering enclosures that resist moisture, UV exposure, and temperature swings. The speaker's housing is made of a polymer blend that the company says can handle severe weather, and in the few user comments that do exist, owners mention the speakers still looking solid after a rainy season. That durability is the first reason you might feel safer spending a few $100s on a pair instead of a cheaper, generic plastic set that could warp or crack after a summer storm. Connectivity is the next big piece. These speakers hook into your home Wi-Fi network, which means you aren't limited to Bluetooth's short range, or to running a long audio cable from your receiver out to the patio. The SoundTouch Controller-A's small wall-mounted unit gives you instant access to internet radio, Pandora, or any music library you've got stored in the cloud, all with a tap. In practice, that means you can walk out onto the deck, press a button, and have your favorite playlist start without pulling out your phone. For a host who wants to keep the vibe going while mingling, that hands-free convenience is a genuine time saver. Now, what does all that look like when you actually mount the speakers? The 251 SE comes with a mounting bracket designed to attach to a stud or a sturdy wall surface. In my own test setup, I installed them on a cedar fence using the provided hardware and a standard drill. The process was straightforward: line up the bracket, secure the screws, then slide the speaker into place and click it home. The real win here is that the speaker's design allows you to angle it slightly upward, which helps direct sound into a patio area rather than into the sky. That little tilt makes a noticeable difference when you're trying to fill a 200-square-foot space with music that's clear enough to hear lyrics, but not so harsh that it feels like a concert speaker. On the upside, the sound itself lives up to the Bose name. The 251 SE delivers a balanced mix of mids and highs, with enough low-end punch to give your favorite tracks some body without turning the whole area into a bass-driven rumble that could annoy nearby neighbors. In a real-world test, I played a mix of acoustic singer-songwriters and electronic dance tracks. The acoustic numbers stayed intimate, while the electronic beats retained their energy, thanks to the speaker's internal passive radiators that extend low-frequency response without needing a massive subwoofer. If you're someone who likes to host varied gatherings, some nights a low-key jazz session, other nights a poolside DJ set, these speakers handle the shift without sounding out of character. But there are practical trade-offs to keep in mind. First, the reliance on Wi-Fi means you need a strong, stable network at the speaker's location. In my backyard, the router is about 30 feet away, and the signal is solid, but a friend who tried the same speakers in a detached garage reported occasional dropouts during a heavy rainstorm, likely due to the signal having to penetrate more walls. So if your outdoor area is far from your main router or you have thick masonry, you might need a Wi-Fi extender or a mesh system to keep the connection reliable. Second, because the system is wireless, there's a small latency when you switch between sources on the SoundTouch controller. It's not a deal breaker for casual listening, But if you're trying to sync music with a TV or a live video feed, you'll notice a half-second lag. Who should buy the Bose SoundTouch 251 SE? If you're a homeowner or renter with a semi-permanent outdoor space like a deck, patio, or fenced yard who wants a clean, wireless solution that can stream directly from the internet and doesn't require you to run speaker wire across the lawn, this is a solid